And good afternoon. This is your girl, the real deal Anita Gill reaction channel. And I am here with another reaction. Hope everybody's doing okay. It was back to school. Day for some teachers, pre-planning. And tomorrow the kids be back in the morning. So I will be there for them early in the morning. Uh, I wanted to do a recap on Kanika Jenkins' death. Okay, I want to just pull some. I don't know how I got here on the internet, but it brought me here, and this where I am. So, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it back to 2 days before the death. Okay, but before I go to 2 days before the death, I just wanted to share my reaction. Uh, hey, Chandria, how are you? I want to share my thoughts behind the Kanika Jenkins case. First of all, before I get into the information that I'm about to show y'all, well, it's the information what happened 2 days before the death. I want to do my housekeeping part. That everything is allegedly now because I wasn't there, so I can't prove it. But I'm going to show y'all what I'm reading from. Okay, because that's very important. But I just want to say one thing for us, and this also is for uh, criticism, news reporting, and teaching purposes. Okay, and in my description box, I keep all of this information inside my description box, my fair use information also. Now let's get into. Oh yeah, before I get to reading some information and comprehend with y'all, I didn't write this. I researched and it popped up. I tell y'all when I start putting stuff on my computer, somebody love me. They pop it to me, and I appreciate it. But everybody know who Kanika Jenkins is, but just in case you don't know, Kanika Jenkins was a 19-year-old at the time, young lady, and she still would have been young now. I think allegedly 25-year-old today if she would have been living, allegedly. The mom think it was foul play after seeing the civilians, okay? And she can feel how she want to feel, okay? All right. But I want to say this before I get started. I have a question. Why was uh, Kanika Jenkins' case was confused? It went from, hold up. It went, oh my God. Hold on, y'all. It went from this girl here, it went to from Antonia Stanton to Kanika Jenkins. And it was throwing the case crazy. I mean, it made people wonder was it real, and it was real. Said Antonia Stanton, they had her looking one way. They added her in it, and it's supposed to be about Kanika. I don't know how we got from Kanika to Antonia Stanton. You know what I mean? If it's supposed to be Kanika situation and Antonio Stanton, I mean, it was a big mess. It was a big chaos, and I couldn't understand how they get that and came up with this lady right here. No, Antonio Stanton people. Now, this was a couple of people who was in the play. 'Cause they had her, but they had her looking like the old lady with the wig on. So I wanted to know why did the case jump around like that, with people adding on their own theory to, how do you do that when a mom trying to find out what happened to her child? How did we go from this girl to that girl to that girl to this person? How did it even get like that? You ask yourself that. It shouldn't have been no chaos behind this. It's supposed to be by Kanika Jenkins case, and then in Antonio people want to find Antonio Standard people want to find out about her. Then don't mix her in with Kanika Jenkins case. That was someone making that up. I can't believe that. Stanton just didn't want to be bothered. I really can't. I can't. I don't understand why, how that get in confusing with Kanika Jenkins. See? Yeah, she was alive. This girl right here is alive. Yeah, she was alive and well. This girl right here don't even know how she got in it. But that's what I was trying to say. Why was that so important to mix Kanika Jenkins up with this stuff? I mean, why? How? How did we go from Kanika Jenkins to here? This not Kanika Jenkins. I just think that everything was out of place, out of content. If Chosen or anybody else allegedly were gonna come in and do this, then what that got to do with Kanika? That's not Kanika Jenkins. So we're gonna go on and get into what I just pulled up. It's a lot of stuff that y'all already heard, but I just want to do a recap. You know what I mean? Cause I just didn't understand that when it came down to Kanika Jenkins case. So I came up with this right here. Want to talk about even if you've seen it before, people, I still have to. I'm going to go ahead on and do my thing with it because I haven't. But if you have, just you might want to check somebody else's channel out or whatever. I'm just gonna show my folks that we used to work all the time when this happened to Kanika, and a lot of stuff was so confusing until they confused themselves in groups. Okay, on Thursday, September the 7th, 2 days before the death. Allegedly, this is stuff is allegedly to me because I went at the hotel. Okay, the civilian sees footage. Those who watching, can y'all please do one thing for me? Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Since I'm showing you something and you're watching it, thank you. I appreciate you. Civilian sees footage shows unnamed people walking into the lobby of the Crown Plaza near Chicago, okay? O'Hara International Airport, and speaking with someone at the front desk. Now, this is what I want to get into. What Miss Teresa did say, uh, yeah, that's what I meant, the O'Hara Airport. And the man act like she didn't know where she was. I don't understand it. Okay, the 911 man. Okay, well, anyway, that's what happened right there. Okay. Whew. In a statement accompanying the video release, Rosemont police said the party set for Saturday was booked by two people using a stolen identity and a fraudulent credit card. Now, y'all already know that, okay? Allegedly. Police are now investigating the fraud. Now, this is old now, along with the tragic event from the night of the party. Now, we just wanted, thank you, Sandra, we just want to take it slow for folks like me. Okay. Now, on September the 9th, about 1:15 a.m. Let me pull it up some more. Okay, let's say, y'all, 1:15 a.m. Let's see what they got to say about Kanika. In a blue jacket and a tailored ripped jean, walked single file with three other women through the civilian footage. Labeled as the hotel entrance. This is when they talking about this when they saw Kanika come through the hotel at 1:15. They say about 1:15 a.m. About 1:15 a.m. Okay. She and her friends apparently on their way to a party on the floor above. So they got there at 1:15, not 12 something. Okay. Okay. This is what Rosemont going about. Police are now studying social media videos that appear to have been made at that party. So there was a study, social media video that appeared to have been made at the party. I seen a lot of folks with their phones out, not on the Kanika Date group, Irene group. I seen other girls with their phones out. One post to Facebook appears to show Jenkins listening to music in the room. Okay. Police said more than 30 people was at the party. 30 people in that room. About half of whom have seen, half of whom have since been identified and interviewed, while the rest are being sought. Okay. That means that they haven't found all of them, but they did interview like 300 and some of them, a dozen of them. That's not three, a dozen of them. Okay. It says right here that Jenkins was last seen on the Crown Plaza 9th floor, told police. The teen's mother told reporters that her friends said they left alone in the hall to retrieve her car keys and phone from a room. Never saw her again. So then that's what the mom said. Listen to it again, y'all. A witness. Wait, let read it again now. I want to get it right. Jenkins was last seen on the Crown Plaza 9th floor. Witnesses told police. So some people saw Kanika on the 9th floor, y'all. So some witnesses saw Kanika on the 9th floor. So that means that she was on the 9th floor. The teen's mother told the reporter that her friends said they left Jenkins alone in the hall to retrieve her keys and phone from a room and never saw her again. Who are these witnesses right here? They seen her on the 9th floor, so they must have saw her walking around or standing outside. Where they seen her at on the 9th floor? Where did they see her at on the 9th floor? Why they didn't give a description like they said? They left her in the hall. But witnesses told them that they saw her on the 9th floor. But they didn't say the hall, y'all. So we got to clear stuff up. So the teen's mother told reporters that her friends said they left Jenkins alone in the hall to retrieve her car keys and her phone from a room and never saw her again. Okay. On Saturday, I wear reading glasses, y'all, and these Dollar Tree glasses are these the wrong glasses. Okay, Saturday about 3:24 a.m. That's in the morning. 3:24 a.m. Jenkins emerged from an elevator. Let me look at the time again. Let me look at the time step. Let me see something. Okay. 3:24 a.m. Jenkins emerges from an elevator, alone now and barely able to balance herself. Now, I got a question about that, y'all. Let me push it back a little bit. Okay. At 3:24, hold on. 1:15. Did I skip this? Yeah. Okay. I want to show y'all something. Saturday at 1:15 a.m. And then we got, hold up. Did I skip something, y'all? Hold on for a minute. Hold up. I want to clear it special first. Okay. Okay. The ninth floor, remember that, y'all. The witnesses told there was more than one people saw Kanika in the hallway, allegedly. They didn't say the hall, they just said on the ninth floor. Was she staggering? What was she doing? That's what we want to know. What was she doing when the witnesses saw her? Okay, if they left her in the hallway, what did y'all see her do? Okay, here we go at Saturday, October at 3:24 a.m. It's getting later in the morning. Okay, now she getting out the elevator. Alone now and barely able to balance herself. Okay, was she like that when they saw her on the ninth floor? Did she barely? Was she like that on the ninth floor when the witnesses saw her? Because right now, y'all saying she can barely stand up. So alone now and barely able to balance herself. So I have a question. How was Kanika Jenkins on the ninth floor when the witnesses saw her? How was Kanika when they put her in the hallway unbalanced? Why would they leave Kanika alone in this kind of condition? She's barely able to balance herself at 3:24. So you telling me it haven't hit her yet? Whatever y'all gave her, it haven't hit her? Cause I'm not gonna rush through this. I'm not rushing, I ain't in no hurry. At 1:15, they coming in there. Oh, just as soon as Kanika got there, if this happened to Kanika at 1:15, 1:15, 1:15, 1:15, 1:30, about 2 hours, about an hour, about an hour. So she wasn't barely walking in an hour. So when y'all saw her right here, she was straight. That's what y'all telling me. On the ninth floor, the witnesses told the police they saw her. That's when they last saw her. But then right here, they left her alone out there. So allegedly, she wasn't like this. I gotta go to work in the morning. Oh, okay. All right. Push your door up for me. Be safe. So I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm stuck right here. I'm right here because I'm allegedly I'm thinking that she was straight because they wouldn't have left their friend out there alone in the hallway just to go back and get that. I'd be afraid at their age. You don't want to go in there by yourself either. So was she okay? Why she didn't go back in there with her? Because she didn't want to go back in there. Okay, so we're gonna say allegedly Kanika okay. But she couldn't be okay because she was laying down. I'm just putting stuff in place. She couldn't be okay because she was laying on the bed. Why y'all wake her up out the bed and bring her outside and leave her in the hallway? Okay, I'm not gonna stress that. I'm not gonna stress that. I just want to know where's her stability is at this moment when she's standing out there in the hall, and what's her condition when the witnesses saw her? Okay, hold on, y'all. I don't know why I'm doing it. Okay, let's go at 3:24. What is she doing before 3:24? Y'all get what I'm trying to say? What is Kanika Jenkins doing before 3:24? Wait a minute. I'm trying to let me get this light out. Yeah, I think my camera doing it. Hold on. At okay, before 3:24, how is she? What is the witnesses saying she is? How is she? Y'all left her out there in the hall. So was she all right? What was she doing like in an hour? What was she doing at before 3:24 a.m.? I'm still stuck right there, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find out what was Kanika doing at 3 o'clock. Okay. Let's keep going. At 3:24 a.m. Here we go. Saturday about 3:24 a.m. Kanika got out the elevator, okay? And she she started to the left and she went to her right. Alone now, and she can barely able to balance, y'all. Barely. So this ain't hit her up here yet. Ain't nothing hit her up here yet. It ain't nothing stop camper. Nothing hit her at 3. Nothing hit her at 2:30. Nothing hit her at 3 o'clock. Nothing hit that girl at 2:30. Because at 3:24, y'all talking about she got out the elevator. And she can barely stand up. She slams against the wall. What made Kanika go from 1:15 to 3? She just got there. She just got there. How did she get that like that quick? He ain't don't do that. He ain't don't do that, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. You have to have a lot of hand to do that. Now, at 3:24, y'all trying to tell me that this girl can't barely walk. She can't even hold her balance. She slammed against the wall, then writes herself and passes beneath the civilian camera. About 2 minutes later, the elevator doors open again. Y'all got to pay attention, people. What I tell y'all about these cases? Pay attention. I don't have my, hold on, let me find my little stick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my little stick. Let me get my little thing. Because I got the, oh Lord, what did I do with it? Well, anyway, I'm going to use this. Keywords. She was alone. Keyword. She was alone. I don't like this thing. Okay, she was alone and barely able. Hold up, y'all. I don't know why I'm doing like that. Don't start that. Don't start that camera. And barely able to. She slammed against the wall. Then rights herself and passes beneath the civilian camera. Where is she going? If she can barely hold her balance herself, how in the heck is she walking? She slammed against the wall and then rights herself and passes beneath the camera, beneath the camera, about, hold on, let me see this so y'all can see, about 2 to 6 minutes later, the elevator doors open again. Why? Why would the elevator door open again? Sometimes at a Grady Hospital, they'll open back. But why did this elevator door open again? 2 minutes later, 2 minutes later, the elevator door opened again. But there is no one there to get on. How y'all know they weren't getting off? Why they got to be there to get on? Why they couldn't be there to get off? Okay. Here we go now. So we done went from 3:24 a.m. Now we come into 3:30 a.m. Saturday. Still on Saturday. 24, 3:30, about 10 minutes. Jenkins staggered through halls with no one else in sight, pausing to rest against a wall at one point. At one point. And a few minutes later, nearly falling over a railing at the bottom of the stairway. Okay, listen, y'all. I seen the video. I'm erasing the video out my mind and going by this. Y'all, listen to what it said right here. We gonna bicep this. Look at this. Barely balance. Slam wall. Who knows she did this? If she passes beneath the civilian camera, why didn't security see her? It ain't making sense. About 2 minutes later, the elevator door opened again. Why? Did somebody get out on the other side or did somebody get off behind her? But there's no one there to get on. They probably getting off. I don't understand how could she be walking if she can barely walk? And the camera, civilians camera right here, it's a negligence against the hotel. So they already knew it because somebody's supposed to be right there at all means. I ain't taking up for nobody, ain't on nobody's side. But it's the truth. It's a civilian camera coming up. First thing supervisor need to ask you why you weren't watching the cameras. All the videos we saw, they were watching the cameras. So I'm trying to get off the videos. So about 2 minutes later, the elevator door opened again, but there's no one there to get off. Okay. Now I get on. It's Saturday about 3:30 a.m. Jenkins, here she goes. She's staggering through the halls with no one else in sight. Pausing it, and the reason why she is pausing because she's lost. She pausing to rest against the wall. She tired. She didn't sit down. She young. She leaned, she rested against the wall. Me, I would have sat down, but I'm not her age. At one point, at one point, a few minutes later, nearly falling over a railing. Okay, who is watching this happen? Who is watching all this going on? She done did too much for somebody to be done went to break and stayed 5 minutes. Falling over the rail at the bottom of the stairway. She looks to be lost. That's what I'm saying. Wandering down a hall, wants to reappear on the camera. Reappear on the camera a minute later. Going into a room. What room she was going in? Y'all need to find out what this room is. What this room is she going in. Right here. It don't say no restroom. It don't say, it said going into a room. Okay. Oh, look. She going into a room. Then coming back out. And finally return the way she came. So, if she going back the way she came, why is her thinking process is weird here? Because she's returning, she reappearing, and she returning the way she came. But if she can barely do all of this and confused, she wouldn't remember which way she came. Y'all just said right here, she looks to be lost. Now, a lost person don't remember where they came from if they can barely walk. Come on, y'all got to make it make sense. The way she came, she wouldn't remember the way she came. Okay, let's go to, it's 3:32. When I went to 3:30, now let's go to 3:32 a.m. That make it make sense now. At 3:32 a.m. Walking a little more steadily. How 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 in the world can she be walking a little more steadily? The words are not right. How can she be walking steadily than she had in the hallways? She couldn't be walking steadily if she like to fall and fell on that she could barely walk, y'all. She wouldn't have went back mentally, steadily. Walking a little more steadily than she had in the hallways. How? Jenkins makes her way into the empty kitchen. A stainless steel and reddish towel. A person that can barely and then fall over a rail can't walk steadily, y'all. What? That's a game? It's a game? She can't walk steadily after she like to feel and she don't rest against the wall. How she gonna walk steadily? Okay. She passes a metal counter and makes her way around an industrial sink. She passes, okay. She sways a bit to the right. Okay, people, I'm not in no rush. There ain't no way. I'm looking at myself being intoxicated. I'm leaning against the wall. I can barely walk. Now I'm walking steadily. And now I'm in a space where I'm passing a metal counter and makes her way around an industrial sink. She swayed to her right. Why she ain't got nothing to hold on to right here to the right. How she standing up and she like to fail trying to grab the wall. Then to the left. She went to the right, then she went to the left. And then finally walks out the frame for the last time. It's the cameras. She walked out the frame. The cameras. Why the cameras stop rolling? What happened to the cameras? Because she walked out of frame. Cameras should always be in the kitchen. Cameras should be by the freezer. Jenkins' mother, Teresa, would later tell reporters that her daughter ended up in a vacant part of the hotel. Although the walk-in freezer in that area was functioning. Okay, y'all, I ain't on nobody's side. I'm just breaking it down what I'm listening to. Ending up in a vacant part of the hotel. How y'all know it was vacant? How y'all know it was vacant part of the hotel? And she walked in. The area was that freezer was on. If anytime the freezer on like that, nobody should be able to just open it and walk in. A child could have went in that freezer and got stuck. But it ended up being a young adult. That's not safe. That's a safety hazard right there. So I got issues with a lot. I got issues with the cameras. I got issues with the security. It's the negligence in this. She can't go from falling to steadily and holding on to the wall, falling on the rail to walking right. Okay? And she can't walk in an open space around like they saying without falling. Where they say she swayed to the right and the left. Okay? Now, Teresa would later tell reporters that her daughter ended up in a vacant part of the hotel. Or vacant. Somebody told she had to find somebody had to tell her that it was a vacant part of the hotel and walk in a freeze area. Now if a freezer is on functioning, somebody had this is dangerous because this could have been a child. This could have been a child. That's the damage of the hotel. Okay. Let's keep going. The rest of Saturday morning. What? Wait. The rest of Saturday morning, Martin called about 4 a.m. and learned that her daughter friends couldn't find her, according to Chicago Tribune. They called the mother at 4 a.m. Why 4 a.m.? Why 4 a.m.? Why not 2:33? I'm just asking a question. Why 4 a.m.? She was gone longer than that. Even if they was looking for her, 3:30 is too late. 3:15 is too late. Kanika left 4 a.m. and learned that her daughter's friends couldn't find her. Okay? The mom phoned 911 later that morning to report Jenkins missing. Okay, wait. I got a problem with a word. Hold on, y'all. She phoned 911 later that morning to report it Jenkins missing. How the girls know she was missing? Why they didn't think that she was with nobody? Why she got to be missing? Why she ain't with no boy out there in the car talking? Whatever. Maybe because they gave her time to show back up. Somebody could have had her right there. Okay, so we're gonna say that since the mama couldn't find her, she used the word missing. Okay? Because I got a problem with that word. And the reason why I got a problem with the word missing is she's 19. She could have been with a man. She could have been with a dude, a woman, or whatever. The newspaper reporter, after listening to audio from the call, quote, she said she was worried because her daughter, who had a light tolerance for alcohol and eventually been drinking. 1 cup is too much for her. Okay, I got a problem with this. If Kanika was light tolerance, why is she even at that party? She got a light tolerance. It's her issue. Why is she at a party drinking at a hotel? 1 cup is too much for her. Kanika shouldn't be drinking. And that the teen wasn't the type to disappear. And that the teen wasn't the type to disappear. So when she drinks the other time, what do she do? This is going to be very important. What did she do when she drank 1 cup everywhere? Every time she drank 1 cup, she get up and walk away? No, because you saying the teen was the type to disappear. So we got some strong, powerful words in here. We got reported. We got missing. Worried. Light tolerance for alcohol, and she's driving. Had eventually been drinking, and she got your car. 1 cup is too much for her. That's not even a safe hazard right there. And that the teen wasn't the type to disappear. Y'all, I'm going to read the way I see it, okay? You can't tell them all of this. You can't tell them this. They shouldn't even know nothing about this. Everything you tell them about your child or situation, they could use it and turn around against what you said. I would have never told them that. I would have never told them this. They're gonna put the blame on Kanika. Have her car, your car, is she a light tolerant, and a cup is too much for her. And also, the teen wasn't the type to disappear. It can't be Kanika first time drinking. So you saying that every time she drinks, she disappear? Okay. Martin asked if police would look at surveillance footage according to the tripper, but the dispatcher told her that would take time, which it will. It will take time. What I would recommend is just go home, relax a little bit. Why you want her to go home? And how in the world you think she gonna be able to relax a little bit? Give it some time. They thinking that by the young lady being at a hotel, that she gonna show up with somebody, y'all. The dispatcher said, the Tribble reports, she very well still could be in the room. See, they keep thinking that Kanika, since she a light drinker and had, light tolerance, they don't think Kanika went that far. She very well still could be in the room, using psychologists against her in the room. She could just be passed out. She was passed out once. She was. You know how it is. Yeah, look at her. You know how it is. But y'all saying she could be passed out. She could have been passed out around them other times. She could have been passed out during the times y'all was saying. When she fell over everything, she could have passed out. Y'all got to look at this thing different. He said she could just be passed out. You're right. She could have been passed out around 3:32, 3:30. She could have passed out. You're right. 3. She could have been passed out. So what are you saying? She wasn't passed out. Wait a minute now. We got to straighten you up, Mr. Officer. I can't let you go by that now. Hold on, y'all. She could be passed out. She was passed out. But not in the room, though. You know how it is. You drinking the night before. You know what I mean. You talking to her like that? You drinking the night before. You know what I mean. Now you won't be talking to me like that. Now I don't know what you mean. What you talking about? See, I ain't bump all that niceness. I need to find out something. I need to speak to somebody else. Put the supervisor on the phone. Saturday evening, y'all. Police said they took a missing person report shortly before 1 p.m. But the first attempt to find Jenkins failed. Okay, I got a question. Did y'all look at outside cameras and did when y'all check the cameras, what did y'all see when y'all checked the camera? You know, like take it back a little bit and bicep, look that bicep did it, dissect the bicep did it to find out what was going on. Did y'all do that? Cause see, report shortly before, okay, the missing person report. How they give an hour before a missing report, but don't let nobody tell y'all missing person report. You can go it on and put that in at 1 p.m. But the first attempt to find Jenkins failed. They would search the hotel again later in the day after seeing the civilian footage described above. This, when people tell y'all that you got to wait an hour, that's not true. You can start a missing, you can start looking for that person right away. Staff at the hotel at the Crown Plaza searched the floor of the party and public area early in the afternoon. Why ain't nobody looking for her that night? Early in the morning. By 6 p.m., Jenkins' family was knocking on guests' doors and searching for witnesses. And police returned to the hotel shortly afterward. Now, this is a disturbancy because you got people there for a meeting and they doing what the mother would do. Somebody should be on the camera looking for her, looking for the video. Cameras reported someone entering the vacant kitchen about 8:30 p.m. Well, who y'all seen entering the vacant kitchen at 8:30 p.m.? Hold on for a minute. Not Kanika? The newspaper reported, but the person just looked around and left. Who was it? Oh, okay. Somebody else went in the kitchen, y'all, at 8:30 p.m., not Kanika. It was until 12:30 a.m. Sunday, which will make it the 10th, Trevor wrote, that someone went back to the kitchen, inspected the corner where Jenkins last appeared in the video. So now they looking at the video. Then left and returned with the police officer. So they found her. Y'all didn't find her before. Why is it that she couldn't be found later in the morning on the Saturday? Why all this couldn't happen on a Saturday? I don't get this. Why it happened on a Sunday? Sunday and beyond. First one, then several officers rushed into the kitchen early Sunday morning. What made them go in that kitchen? They saw the video, y'all. They saw the video. That's why they went in that kitchen. They ain't just walk in that kitchen. Cause that kitchen wasn't even supposed to be open. So what made them go to that kitchen? They see in the camera. Okay, first one, hold on, let me let y'all see that. First one, then several officers rushed into the kitchen early Sunday morning. Police said Detective escorted Martin in, where she confirmed that the dead woman in the freezer was her daughter. Police said the detective escorted Martin in what? First one, y'all, I'm kind of difficult. I'm sorry. I'm kind of difficult. I'm very difficult, okay? Okay, the first one, then several officers, they rushed into the kitchen early Sunday morning. Police said detective escorted Martin in, where she confirmed that the dead woman in the freezer was her daughter. So the girl was in the freezer when they did this. About an hour before sunrise, the Tribune reported surveillance cameras recorded a body bag leaving the kitchen. Who turned the freezer on? Why the freezer on? Why is the dirty freezer on? Rosemont police said they have interviewed more than 24 people in the days since and recreated the scene of Jenkins' death in a computer. So they did a recreation, y'all. Did a recreation. Y'all heard what they said? Let's do it. Let's read it again. Rosemont police did it. Said they have interviewed more than 24 people in the days, and witnesses did seek a nigga in the house. Since recreated, the police recreated the scene of Jenkins' death in a computer, and since sent Facebook videos from the party off to a lab for enhancement. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. We are aggressively working with the Chicago Police Department and others to locate any individuals who were inside the hotel room that evening. The department wrote in a statement. Additionally, we are still following up on the over 500 tips and leads coming in. The case has inspired countless amateur sleuths, they talking about y'all, to pour over what evidence has been made public with speculative theories that the death was no accident. At a news conference on Friday, Martin and the family lawyer blamed authority for ignoring the mother's early plea for help. That's why I said it was the police, but it could have been an accident, y'all. I also want to know what happened. Martin said, according to the trouble, I want to see it all. I want to see her actually walking into the freezer and closing herself inside the freezer and freezing to death. Now, then you ain't gonna see all that. You're not gonna see all that. You ain't gonna see her freezing to death. walking in the freezer. It should have been a camera though. And she was like allegedly locked in there, y'all. Somebody latched the door. They need to find out. Ooh, wait. Somebody said, even when I woke, even when I worked as a server, I was always scared of getting accidentally trapped in a walk-in cooler. I do too. I don't like walking in one. It's clear from the video she was heavily intoxicated, wandering alone in an unfamiliar place. She's probably got disoriented and thought the door to the walk-in was an exit. Then when it closed behind her, she panicked. It's unfortunate, but this seemed more like a tragedy accident to me than a foul play. I had someone hold the door shut on me once. I was terrified. I thought maybe I had to lock myself in. After about 3 minutes of me hysterically crying, the A opened the door. I was livid. I never went back and haven't worked in food service since. I shakes me up just writing this. But let's take it back up here. Now, we can't say that. The freezer was latched. All the way up here at the top. The freezer was latched. They shouldn't have put that. They said on September 9th, 19-year-old Kanika Jenkins was found dead inside a latched freezer. Somebody latched the door. That's a big word. At the Crown Plaza Hotel. She would catch her on a camera stumbling and wandering around the hotel and eventually into the freezer. Her cause of death was listed as hypothermia, but her family suspect foul play. I just don't understand. It could, allegedly. She did a lot. She did a lot to be about to fall. She did a lot to laying on the wall. And ain't nobody seen this girl. She like to fell over some stairs. She went in the room and she came back out that room. Then she walked steadily. Something ain't right about that. The frame of mind is telling me something different. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. It don't seem like her. It don't seem like Kanika. It just don't seem. If one, okay, when you said that one, she like tolerance, she never told them that. They used it against you and switched it and made it an accident. They switched it, y'all. Got a big word, latch. Latch freezer. Who locked that freezer up? Who turned the freezer on? It's nasty. The freezer was nasty. And if she intoxicated the way they trying to say she, how she gonna go from being intoxicated, intoxicated, falling over everything? I just want to know what the witness said. She falling over everything, like the fell on the floor. On the floor. She can barely walk, y'all. How she go from barely walk, barely, wow, wow. She can barely walk. This girl can barely walk. They saw her. Some witnesses saw Kanika. They don't know her. They ain't said, Nika, you all right? You straight? And it seemed allegedly, y'all. If I go back in there and get my keys, and I would have never left my friend. That's me. But they was young. They was young. I ain't never been in no hotel party at no age 15 and 16, 16-year old. I wasn't at the hotel. I wasn't at no hotel party. At 19-year old, I wasn't at no hotel party. So the witnesses, y'all need to find out who that is. The witnesses can help Miss Teresa if she knew who they were. Because the witnesses would have told her how she was. And what the witness spoke to, they seen her on the ninth floor. What was she doing? Cause at first they had like it wasn't nobody out there on the ninth floor. And then when we seen another video, it was a lot of them out there on the ninth floor cutting up. See, she doing too much. She can barely even stand up to go to steady, walking steady. That's weird. Weird. How is she walking? And if she can barely able to stand up, how could she be walking, y'all? How could she can be walking if she can barely stand up? She can barely stand up. She smelling, she falling against the wall. She falling against the wall. Moving from right to left. Ain't got no proof. They gonna say what they want to say. Only person can get sued in here is the hotel. Because you on due to the fact that it's a freezer functioning down there without anybody in the kitchen, and a child could have went in there. A child could have went in there and got locked in there. That's what I can see. A vacant part and the free a walk-in freezer. Maybe it don't lock. And somebody saw her the way they make it seem. Somebody looked in that freezer before they locked it. Somebody looked in that freezer before they locked it. But she ain't gonna walk steadily. She not gonna walk steadily. That's a no. It can be a accident when it came to this, y'all. It can become an accident if I say this. If I say this, light tolerance for alcohol, how is she driving? How she was planning on driving the car home? And he gonna say, had 1 cup. The mom said 1 cup is too much for her. Kanika don't even. She wouldn't have got my car. She'll have to ride with her friends. She'll have to ride with her friends. When they find out her situation, they put it on drunkenness. They put it on an accident. Because she's a light drinker. And she had 1 cup. 1 cup is too much. You can't tell an officer everything. You can't give people information. I would have kept that to myself. I would have kept this to myself. I wouldn't have told them none of that. I wouldn't have told them none of that. That she was a light tolerance for alcohol. I wouldn't have told them on a 1 cup it's too much for her. And she would have never disappeared. Now they're gonna say that, well, she was drinking and she disappeared. Y'all gotta realize people use reverse stuff and use it on you. Now, if they had their cell phone, the sister should have took the picture of the camera. If they had their cell phone, y'all, the sister should have took a picture of the camera. You got to have proof. The sister should have took a picture of the camera. That's all I got to say. She young. She young. Her mama hysteric. I would have took a picture of the camera. Saying, telling somebody something and showing people something is two different things. When you can't prove it, you ain't got no proof. You can say anything all day, but if you can't show it, you ain't got nothing. Oh, they 2 dozen of people in the case. Oh, they interviewed 2 dozen more. Somebody should have an answer. They gonna make sure you don't say nothing. They gonna get each one of y'all something. Man, come on now. There's one Pope. Okay, they use his video. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna use his video. Oh, we already know all this. Y'all seen the video. He was one of the ones I used to follow. We already seen it. I don't want to see it again. I just want to get to this round. I don't know. My reaction to this is if I were gonna do something about this, I would have did it back in 2017. And one who lets that see, see, see. They don't believe some. See, they get somebody don't believe something. That if she intoxicated, that's it. It's not gonna be a foul play. See, we can suspect anything like I just went over. But if I'm intoxicated, I am able to do other things. The thing is, Kanika shouldn't have been out there in the hallway by herself, y'all. You seen how the alcohol made her get up and move away from the door where they left her at? Them kids didn't know she was gonna get up and move like that. They didn't know she was gonna. They thought she was gonna be right now. But when I very, 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 very first heard this story, when I heard one of the girls tell the story, they said they left her downstairs in the lobby. So who was out there in the hallway? The witnesses in the hallway. Who are they? Who are they? At the very, very, very beginning, when it first came out, it said Kanika was left in the lobby. All right, let me look at y'all comment. I never understood how she never failed the entire time. She walked those hoes. That's right. I don't understand it. Her legs had to be tied, and she bumped into things. She never stopped and rest. They said she rested against the wall. She kept going. That's weird. All I can say is that if you're gonna say she a light drinker, it's not gonna be a foul play. If she high tolerance, then it could have anything could have happened. They could cover themselves up. You got to have witnesses. Then nobody want to witness this. And then the children may be telling the truth. But I don't understand how they afraid. What made Kanika get up and walk away? See, it's something about her being on the outside of the room. And allegedly it was said that she was in the lobby. Why she didn't sit down? Why didn't she sit down in the lobby? Why didn't y'all just sit down? Told her to sit here, stay right here. And then she got up, somebody should have stayed right there with her. But if y'all saying y'all put her in the hallway, y'all passed her. You put her in the hallway, she disappeared. Because she wandering around. She ain't in her right mind. Y'all walked up out to sleep. That's the worst thing to do, was to wake her up. Then it could have been the right thing to do to wake her up. I don't know. It's gonna look like an accident, y'all. They gonna say that. But all I allegedly can say is that's not the same hair. Oh, the way I get that hair with that bang that. I don't know. That this hair should have been this hair. Oops, excuse me a minute. This should have been excuse me a minute. This should have been handled real good, y'all. Thoroughly, very, very. This should have been. She ain't had no hope on this. Can't agree with these folks when you trying to find out where your child is. I did the best I could. Did the best I could with this, you know. I want to give them all that information. That's just me. I would let them give me some information. What y'all thinking about? Oh, shoot. The time. Soon the girl got there, she got what she did before. What did Kanika do before she got there? I wonder what did she do before they got there? I don't want y'all to see me. Did she have something to drink before that? Before she got there? Did she drink? Did she drink? Y'all, did she drink? Let's talk, y'all. Did she drink before she got there? Do anybody know that? Did she have anything to drink before she came? Anybody know? Did they do anything before they came? Did they smoke anything or do anything before they came? Cause if they did anything in the car, it affected her when she got there. I'll say allegedly, it's not allegedly. You gotta have proof. You gotta have proof. That's all I gotta say. You gotta have proof. You need witnesses. I'm just surprised that nobody witnessed this. They witnesses talked to the police. Why they couldn't get none of the witnesses to talk to Miss Teresa? That's what I can't understand. Why them witnesses didn't talk to Miss Teresa? Why none of them took up for Kanika? Who took up for Kanika? I ain't never seen nothing like that. Who took up for her? Somebody would have said some. Ain't nobody said, no, I get my work clothes together. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. I'm not gonna hold the line up. I'm just tripping. Cause I can't believe that ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody told the mama then. Ain't nobody told the mama that. They may have told mama what they know. All we know, they could have told the mama what they know. Why one screaming talking about you should have told you I wouldn't have left my friend out there like that. It's your friend too. Regardless if you came with or not. Ain't she your buddy? Y'all fake from I'm not blaming them now. I'm not blaming nobody. If you ain't got no proof and witnesses, it can be foul play, y'all. You this thing, the cameras, who working the cameras. The only person I can see in this negligence is the hotel, and she could sue them. I hate that this happened to this young lady at the age of 19. And I don't know. I don't know, y'all. This would be real heavy on me. Miss Teresa is a strong woman. This too heavy for me. And Kanika not even my daughter. And it's heavy. Knowing that it's this happened to a young girl. That's what I'm talking about. A young lady. And this video, to be honest with you, Kanika Jenkins video haven't stopped nothing. It should have been an awareness for the young women. And it's like to me, it got worse. It got worse. They still going to the hotel drunk. We don't lost a couple girls going to the hotel like that. All right. Anybody got anything else to say, y'all? I'm sorry about that. But anybody got anything else to say before I close, close it up? Because sad stuff right there. It just ain't sounding right. The words, the terms and stuff Ain't adding up for me. The terms and stuff, the words. But if she can have somebody to talk, who them witnesses who saw her in the hallway on the 9th floor, where everybody go? Why they ain't investigate everybody who were there? Someone left. You know some of them folks gonna leave. They probably on probation or parole. No, they weren't supposed to be at no hotel. You got to cover yourself. But y'all like, share, and subscribe. Put in the comment section what y'all think about this now. This is serious. You know, it's closed now. I don't know if the case reopened or not. I don't know. If they already said file closing and she got witnesses, they could open it up like that. Y'all gonna need some strong witnesses on the case. Sorry about that, y'all. I did that. But all right, y'all. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.